Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the open book. Thank you all so much for joining from my Facebook and my YouTube family. Thank you for joining. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope that everyone had a fantastic weekend. I know that I did. Anytime I can get a nap in, and I got a nap in yesterday, I'm excited. Okay. Although I think it was like 30 minutes. It was still a nap, nevertheless, when you have two little people. So getting in a nap is a plus. Okay, so that made a great weekend. Plus, today is Monday. One half is going back to school. So now I'm waiting for the other one to go back this week too. Okay. So it was a great weekend. Let's see who we have here so far. Good morning, Brittany. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Jackie is in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Josephine. Welcome. Royal D, the queen, is in the house. Thank you for joining. Hey, my sis Lolo. Sis, we missed you this weekend. Okay, I know you were out of town and having some fun, but welcome, sis. We really missed you. Welcome, Miss Deborah. Thank you for joining today. Hey, dreaming girl, I missed you too. Look, all of the mods, okay? Everybody needs a break here and there, okay? So believe me, I get it, baby. All the mods decided to take a break this weekend. Here go another one. Hey, Queen, humble me. Hi. Thank you for joining. I missed you, sis. Okay. Everyone took a break, it seemed like, at the same time. Okay. Y'all in trouble. Y'all in time out because I couldn't find y'all during worship service yesterday. Okay. Where is everybody? D wasn't even there. I just thought about it. All of the mods, so I was about to mod another person. Say they all in time out. I missed you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining today. Oh my goodness, y'all. If you did not, wait a minute. Hey, Shelly. Look, I was looking for Shelly Shell all evening. Oh my goodness, girl, I missed you too. I miss all of y'all. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Good morning to everyone. Y'all, I feel very rested today. So I haven't even had coffee. Okay. But I'm on it. Okay. I feel energetic. So if you hear me talking like, I don't know. It's the Lord. I just feel like I got some extra, a boost of strength. Okay. We missed you, sis. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Queen said the kids talking about mommy, we ain't going to church with Miss Owen. We opted for brunch and bed. You know what? You got to listen to your kids because your kids gonna tell you the truth. Okay. Let them babies log in and come on to church. Look at D. She said, I take time. The streets was hot this weekend. Exactly. It was. Oh my goodness. And y'all know I'm in the bushes a lot on some. I try to keep up with stuff. Y'all, I have a quick, funny moment. Speaking of the bushes. Okay, so I was in Redis Bushes Saturday morning early. And so y'all, you have multiple tabs, and I've already confessed this to y'all that I have multiple tabs open at any given moment. Okay. So I forgot that I still had the tab open. And I went on, to watch something else. I was catching up on Big Brother. So while I was watching Big Brother, I started getting messages saying that I had just been gifted a membership through Reddish channel. And I said, huh? How was I gifted a membership? Y'all, I went over there. It was on mute on my tab, but the live was still up. It's random. So YouTube, if you're anywhere in the bushes or in the chat, it can randomly gift you a membership if you are not already a member. And I was immediately like, what? I can't believe this. So I went in there and said, thank you, of course. But I wanted it to be fair because there are people who are constantly in the chat. And so I just paid it forward and gave someone else, a free membership. But this is what is ironic, y'all. That is the fourth membership that I have been gifted within the past, I think, couple of weeks. The fourth one, from not even really being in these chats, but being in the bushes. And I think one of the channels that I was gifted a membership, I've only really been on that channel maybe once or twice. So I really don't know how I was gifted a membership to that channel. Okay. So I was like, YouTube must love me, because I do not know, y'all. But I had to say, I always try to go back to what is a spiritual lesson out of something. You could be blessed, okay, and not even be there. Come on, somebody has a blessing sometimes that you can receive without even showing up. Just be in the midst of it, and God will send a blessing. Also, I just gifted 5 memberships the other day, okay? And look at how stuff just comes back. We reap what we sow. It comes back full circle. I never knew it was going to come back like that, okay? So we reap what we sow. Whatever we put out comes back. And so I love Retta. I was thankful, because I hadn't been a member in a while. And so it was just funny how it happened. I'm pretty sure everybody was shocked. I started getting messages. I said, what? I'm getting a membership. So you just never know. You're hanging out in the bushes. Hey, it was a couple people when I get those memberships that's rarely in the chat, but they were gifted a membership here on my own channel. Okay. Yeah, baby. I be outside. Okay. So I'm a content creator. So I try to keep up with different stories, the details, things like that. So yeah. Thank you, Dreamy Girl. If you would like to become a member, that link is in the chat. Hey, Cherry. Good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. Yes, baby. So even though I didn't see a lot of y'all, okay, I was still outside. Trying to keep up, because baby, everybody was on break. Everybody was on vacation, okay? And then shout out to Aries Black. I don't know if she's watching. She also has been on a break. You are missed, sis. We all miss you, because y'all know Aries Black is supportive of many channels and always showing up. But y'all, people, you do need times. And so I truly understand that. Anytime y'all need a break, take a break. But just know you're missed and you're loved. If you did not get a chance to see the live premiere yesterday, oh my gosh, y'all make sure you check it out. Yes, Aries, we love you, sis. Please make sure you check it out. My intent was to bring some humor to this Latrice sector and make light of some things, because I know it's a lot going on, a lot of intense moments, a lot of trying to figure some things out, moments of if a person is pregnant or not. And y'all, I even found myself trying to look and see myself, and I can't figure it. I can't figure it out myself. Okay. And so just to bring some light from to me, things going almost full circle, just some little laughter. And someone brought up a good point in the chat. Who was that? Was it Miss Reed? I think it was Reed. And I totally agree. Throughout that Latrice, if you want to call it saga or whatever, reality show or whatever, what I've stood on is I am team truth, okay, the truth, team justice, and the Lord side, okay? So whichever capacity, okay? I never really looked at myself as being on a side, but the side of what's right, okay? Which we're going to get into some different scenarios and situations today where did I say hi to Brittany? Hey, Brittany. Hey, sis. I'm trying to remember if I spoke, because the chat was going really fast. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Brittany said every time, I think Cindy too, every time they try to come in here, I'm saying goodbye. The past couple of times, they were like, since soon as you were saying goodbye, I was coming in. So I'm so glad that you caught it at the beginning, Brittany. Oh my goodness. I was laughing because it was not my intent to be on too long. Okay. But that has always been my stance on what is right and justice for what was wrong. Okay. Sometimes people will try to make wrong right. Okay. And try to justify their actions to try to make others believe that what they did was right. It was in their best interest. And people will go to some extensive lengths, okay, uh, to make wrong right. And so there are some situations I was thinking about, some scenarios, real life scenarios, and one funny one that is fictional, but hey, it could happen in real life. A scenario. And so, okay, I did speak. Okay, good. And if y'all could hit that like button, thank you so, so much. Because a lot of times our own greed, our desire to have X amount of money, our desire to have our reputation intact or our character to look a certain way, our own lustful desires. There are different motives for why people will go to certain lengths to do something wrong but try to turn it and make it look like something right. Okay. There is a story, and I'm actually going to start going more into this story with you all, but I wanted to give like an overview. Let me share my screen. And some of you may know this person, some may not. Her name is Ashley Grayson. Now, Ashley was a millionaire. Okay. She used to work at a post office, and I'm just giving you a brief summary. Used to work at a post office. She had quit the post office, went into her own credit repair, and made $1 million, y'all, like really, really fast within her first million within a year. A lot of people started hearing about her, following her story. She even, kind of and y'all have to be careful of this because some people, when they scamming, they start telling some tricks. And I'm like, oh, okay. She said that she would purposely come up with different stories and posts to cater to certain people's emotions. Like she spoke about single women. She would say different testimonies of a single mom that had to go through a situation so that people could be like, oh, I want to sign up for that course. And so she said that she's a good storyteller. Okay. Oh, okay. She's a good storyteller. So she started making millions with this credit repair. She would teach people how to have their own credit repair companies. Yes. Okay. Shelly has heard of her. And she got married, y'all. Now, what's funny is that first marriage, she was cheating. Next marriage, she was cheating. So it was like a pattern of cheating. But with her first husband, because she had more money, she was supposed to pay her husband half of her money, which would have been about $3 million. Okay. She didn't want that. Do you know she was going to take this man out? Okay. When I say take him out, because we're going to talk a lot about earners. I'm going to say earners for hire. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put the M in the front because certain words I don't want to say on YouTube. So she was playing, she was playing on her supporters' top. Okay. On Facebook. It started on Facebook, mainly on Facebook, because I even saw her story on Facebook and started following her. Okay. I have a personal connection to this young lady, and I'm going to tell y'all how. Okay. So she was going to take him out, get him taken out, y'all. Well, the judge, some way she hid a lot of her money. To this day, I don't know where she hid millions of dollars. So she ended up only having to pay this man half of $120,000, which would have been about $60,000. Okay. So she let him live. 60,000 compared to 3 million. Okay, you can keep your life. Okay. I don't know where she hid all of that money allegedly. Okay. So then with the guy who, she was cheating with or whatever allegedly, they ended up I'm trying to think, did they get married? I don't think they got married. She was just dating him, but he knew the insides of her whole system. of what she was doing. He said he watched her one day when she rolled out one of her courses. She made $1 million in 8 minutes. He was also on Tasha K. So when I start laying out this story, we'll go through some of the videos because he was on Tasha K talking about this. This story was big and still is still ending. Okay, just finally starting to end. And so after that, she was cheating on him. So the way you get a person, you cheating with her on her husband. Now she cheating on you with another guy when she moved here to Dallas, the Dallas area. They ended up getting married. The guy found out she was cheating with the other guy. But because they were millionaires and things like that, they ended up staying together. Well, you know how your status can grow. Now two millionaires together. They were very famous on Facebook with showing their lives, their house, 75,000 square foot house. It was beautiful. They were dressed in all of the name brand clothes, taking pictures everywhere. And I'm gonna be honest, watching her story and her lifestyle, how she went from being a postal worker all the way up to this millionaire. She paid her mom's house off. They had these nice cars. She was giving things away to people. And I'm like, man, I was even going to sign up for one of her courses. Okay, because I had signed up to get the emails. So then I started getting the emails and so forth. So I remember one day, and I don't know if y'all remember this, in Texas, because Texas wants to be its own country, we are not connected to the grid, okay, of everybody else in the United States. So Queen said, wow, she did that. These people don't be playing. Be careful who you trust. Yes, sis, because I'm going to tell you how deep it gets. So one day, here in Texas, we had like this winter storm, and my family, our home lost power for 6 days. So we had to go and go to another hotel, way off somewhere. It was like 100 miles away from here, where they had water, electricity, and so forth. And it was a crazy time. So I remember her going live, and she said, is there anyone out there that needs help in Texas? She had some other friends on there that had money. And I put in the chat, my family, we're stranded, XYZ. This girl cash out me money. Okay. It was up in the hundreds for me and my family. And for that, I'm forever grateful. She does not realize that helped me and my family. Okay. Hey, Brittany, thank you for joining, sis. And I'm a witness to that. And I will give her props for that. And I thank God that she was able to do that. And her friends were in the chat helping other people here in Texas that needed help with electricity, food, and things like that. They were cash apping people too. And I never had any problems, after that. Good morning, Beverly. Thank you for joining, sis. And so I followed her, and I was getting the emails and things of that sort. And yes, girl, it was nothing but God. And she wasn't the only one. There was another content creator, Shashika. I don't know if y'all follow her on Facebook. I can't think of her last name right now, but she has her own hair business. Okay. Different products that she sells. She also has a testimony and a story, and she cashed out my family. We won too through on her live, because a lot of people, content creators, were going live saying, let's help Texas, because this was a big situation in Texas. This was like 2 years ago. I have PTSD from that. Every time they say snow or ice, I get nervous. No, I do though, but I ain't gonna claim PTSD. But she even sent me and my family some money too. So I thank her as well. I have to give her flowers as well during that time, because it was so unexpected, y'all. Payday had not arrived because it was right before Christmas and all of that. And so a lot of content creators were there to be a blessing. And those two in particular, Ashley and that other content creator, Shashika, were blessings to me and my family. I want to publicly, I should say, give them a shout out. I did thank them in their chat and things of that sort. But I want to say that while I'm touching on this, she was a blessing to us. And that was real. Okay, so that part was not fake. That part was real. Y'all know I ain't gonna lie about nothing like that. And so I had lost, I don't know, lost contact, or I wasn't seeing her on Facebook a lot. And I was like, whatever happened to that girl? It was like out the blue one day, whatever happened to her? Well, y'all, there were some Facebook people, they had a whole group that was trying to expose her. And I was like, what are they trying to expose her for? Y'all, oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. This lady, the one that she married, okay, he um, knows Bishop T.D. Jakes, and would sometimes do contracts with him and so forth. Well, there was a customer of um, Ashley's, with, I guess, with her credit repair service, and she started noticing some things. And a lot of people wouldn't listen to her because she didn't have a lot of followers. You'd be surprised by what you could do together though with the whole team. So she said she was going through Facebook. She found a group. She joined that group. Now they started working together to expose what happened with this girl and their money, because they started, just seeing some inconsistencies. Brittany, her name is Ashley Grayson. I kind of got the beginning of the story, but she's a millionaire that quickly kind of went down. Okay. And so they started trying to expose. So Ashley caught wind of this group that was trying to expose her. Okay. So she caught wind of this group that was trying to expose her. Remember the ex she was cheating with? He knew a lot about her business and was trying to expose her too. He all on Tasha K. Okay. Now you go to Tasha K telling stuff that's big. So, okay, that's two people. Then there was another lady who also had a credit repair group that was her competition, that was making a lot of money. Her name was Derica. Okay. And these three people she knew in her mind now, because they were now risking her empire. Okay. By bringing exposure. So in her mind, probably, this is my opinion, she's thinking to herself, how can I eliminate them? Now think back, she was trying to eliminate her first husband when her money was at stake. Okay, this is money. Let's think about money. This is the theme of this story. She had it in her mind, okay, to unalive her first husband. When someone is quick to think of that first, that in itself should have shown later on, if somebody tried to come up against her money, that she had no problem, because that was the first thought that came to this girl's mind. Who thinks about stuff like that when, oh my goodness, I got to go to court and he probably gonna take half my money? But I guess when you got millions, hey, these millionaires start, you start worshiping that money. And then if somebody is threatening to take your money, you go to another level. Okay. And so now look at how things are in motion. Now her husband, I really don't know how come he wasn't found guilty, but we'll get to that. But her husband knew about now this plot. Now, one of the girls that was a follower of hers, okay, was one of the ones that she trusted. So she went to her. Now, let me back up. This girl that she trusted, Ashley had this giveaway that she wanted to give away a house to a single mom, and they had to submit names. So one of her followers submitted the name of her mom. Ashley decided to pick her mom to bless her with this house. She did a whole it was on the news, photo shoot, signing off on the paperwork and all of this. Now, according to her daughter, which is the lady who she hired to do this Erda for hire, Ashley told them allegedly that her mom's name would be the only name on the deed. Well, come to find out, Ashley's name was on that deed too. So she said that she had asked Ashley, okay, to remove her name off of the deed. And Ashley said no, allegedly. Okay. So now there puts this oh, you want to play with me in this girl's mind. You playing with my mama too, because you supposed to give this girl, my mama, her house, and you want to put your name on the lead, on the deed. Okay. Queen said they real life crazy. Right. Queen said they real life crazy. Kill you over $1. You gotta have on the whole armor of God out here. I'm telling you, sis. Hey, Bertree, welcome, sis. Hi, Mrs. E. Welcome. Thank you so much. You know what? Brittany, let me see. That's a good question. You know what? They are saying, let's see. I want to see what if they show her age on here. I believe she's in her 40s. Thank y'all for your patience. We had a question. Why I can't just pull up a quick age? Golly, they talking about everything else. When I say age, I'm gonna look into that, Brittany. I'll look into that. And so no, I can't. Hold on. Someone just said, "Can I see them in the chat?" Hold on 1 second, y'all. Does anyone see Aries Black in the chat? Oh, okay. Aries, I see you now. Hey, Aries, wait a minute. Let me go back up. How am I missing? Y'all, I'm just up here talking. Okay, I see you right here. Yes. I'm just up here talking and looking at my notes and stuff. Forgive me if I miss anyone. Y'all forgive me because the chat is moving this morning. Welcome, Aries. We were talking about you this morning. Oh my gosh, we missed you, sis. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Bertree. I don't know if I spoke to Bertree. Mrs. E, welcome, welcome, welcome. Get right with LB. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. But I believe she's in her 40s, according to one of these websites. She looks like she can be a model in the picture and she plays some type of sport. Yes, she's beautiful. She's very beautiful. And so she didn't want to take, her name off of that deed. So then she asked this girl if she could unalive her and her boyfriend, unalive those 3 people that I just told y'all about. Her competition, her ex, and this girl who was the lead, really putting herself out front of exposing her on Facebook and part of that group. Oh my gosh. So the girl, one day, her husband wasn't home. Now, the girl said if her husband was home, she probably couldn't have gotten this information out of her because her husband usually tell her to get off the phone, do not incriminate herself. She got sloppy though. Okay. She got sloppy and started talking. Well, the girl had the video pulled up and was talking to her about this murder for hire situation. And the girl was recording from another phone the conversation. Hey, Tab, good morning, sis. Was recording from another phone. So now she's caught on camera, okay, on video, talking about this murder for hire. So the girl now goes to the FBI because she does not want her and her boyfriend to get into trouble because, well, let me take that back. She tells them what happened and that she had video evidence. But Ashley actually went first, saying that this girl was trying to extort money, okay, from her. And the girl, bam, brought the proof. So now the FBI had to contact the police, tell these 3 people that there has been an murder for hire plot over your head. Okay, like So they have to watch them. Like, I think one of the ladies said that now they watch them to make sure no one comes and does anything to them. They watch these situations. And so my thing is, they formally indicted them, okay, her and her husband, on charges of murder for hire. Okay, when I say murder, y'all know with the M word. I just don't want to say that on my channel. But they were indicted. So now at that point, because they were indicted, people started taking it a little more seriously. Okay, of what was really going on behind her making all this quick money, because she was very well known, especially on Facebook, with making millions. Okay. She reportedly made $1 million in less than an hour after launching her online business called Digital Course Recipe. Put a one in the chat if anyone on here, because you just never know, actually signed up for that. Did anyone sign up for that? Okay. And so she was making all of this money, doing those courses, showing people how to do their own credit repair. In the indictment documenting the murder for hire plot, prosecutors identified the targeted murder victim by initials. That individual was not harmed. Most of the records, though, are sealed in this case. And so they don't even really know how federal investigators became aware of the plot, according to this article. But the girl later on explained that she showed them that, because that video was also circulating online too. Okay, with her talking about the murder for hire on a video chat. About the Derica lady. And the Derica lady was the one who had a very prominent credit repair service in making millions also. So she looked at this lady as some competition, and wanted to take this lady out. Okay. And so that was that situation. Now, recently, Ashley was convicted. Okay. And they've had a baby. She was convicted as well of that murder for hire. Let me see how much time, because her sentencing should have been this summer. Let me see. I meant to look that up earlier. And this just shows the length that people will go to protect their money. Oh, y'all, and also I forgot to tell y'all, at their wedding when she married Joshua Grayson, they had Monica sing for them. I remember that because I was like, they had a beautiful wedding. Oh, it doesn't show her sentencing yet. Okay, but the conviction yet, but she faces up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Let me see one more thing. I know she was found guilty. Okay. Thank you for your patience, y'all. But she was found guilty. And I know a lot of the records on this case are sealed. And I know that her sentencing was coming up. I was just curious to know how much time did they actually give her. But she was found guilty. Now, a lot of people, because they had a child also. So they were like, well, both of them are convicted, who's going to take care of the child? Well, he wasn't convicted. Okay. She was, but he wasn't. And y'all, believe it or not, I received recently an email from the husband. Okay. I want to pull that up. I received it. I'm not going to show my email or anything like that. But it was in regards. Good morning. Game Amp Me. Look, I always got to get the name right. Good morning. Thank you for joining again, sis. Hi, Loretta. Thank you for joining. We're on live right now. We're live today. Yesterday, that was a live premiere. Okay, so let me pull up my email, okay? Because I said, wait a second, are they still supposed to be trying to sign people up for these classes? Oh my gosh. Were they supposed to sign people up for these classes? Okay, now with this email, it gives like this little short little testimony. How many times have you picked one product over another just because of how it was presented to you? And then it goes into this little picture. It shows key techniques for effective framing, how it works with the brain and processing and all of that. And then it says, we've created a worksheet to help you immediately implement this framing. Grab your free worksheet here. And then it goes into, this is a sneak peek of our 2024 marketing and copywriting course. So I can only imagine how much that course is, because allegedly his course, Joshua Grayson's course, was $30,000. And Ashley signed up for his course, which is how they kind of met. And he was like intrigued with, wow, this young lady's paying $30,000 for my course. And that's kind of how, went from there. 30,000. Her courses were, I think, like, how much was it? 1,200 or something. It was in the thousands though. Well, she should have that 250,000. Oh yeah, she got it. Yeah, that's all it said. It was just giving some tips on something, and then at the bottom it says this free worksheet. So that pulls people in. Probably when you click on the free worksheet, it's going to go through. You can get more information by taking our course, and then you have to pay thousands of dollars. Okay, that's how they reel people in. But I don't know why they still trying to send out things to get people signing up for courses. Like, to me, But don't try to make wrong right just because you're trying to cover up your money, okay? And basically trying to keep it. This shows the length that some people will go. They will even try to murder you or unalive you to protect what's theirs. Yes, scamming courses. He trying to get that bag, get somebody else to do it, and there go that 30,000 again. Probably, who knows? I'm not clicking on it. Baby, they are out of my price range. Okay. Oh my God, but I did have to give her a shout out. Shout out to Ashley for helping us in our time of need during that time of our our snowstorm here. And she was one that really did, one of the content creators. Well, she's not really a content creator, but one of the people on Facebook that was helping people in Texas. That was a blessing. Those funnels are so scammy. Yes, exactly. Going through those. Oh my gosh. Click here, click here, click here. Okay. Baby, they don't have that. Maybe I need to go into $50 course. I'm like, let me go into the $50, okay, for the We're the Great Value course. Oh my goodness. I was like, baby, you are too expensive. Okay. We are not paying that around here. All right. So the next person I wanted to discuss in how people will go to great lengths to protect their reputation. Okay. Money, and a lot of people say money is, let me go back to that right quick. Money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. Okay. Because if you start loving money even over your own freedom, then you have made money your God. And if you're going to the lengths of Yes, people robbing folks blind. If you're going to the lengths of trying to unalive people because you're trying to protect what that, cover what they're saying about you and trying to expose you, then you've now reached another level of wrong. And it's no way that you can make that look right. These influencers need to get a new I'm about to scam you amount. Yes. Okay, 30,000 is a little bit much. All to make a quick buck to end up broke and in jail. Okay. And then I was like, I'm just surprised if her husband knew about this. I was really surprised that he didn't get some time. I was shocked at that. Great value be good. Yes. Okay. We're about to have some great value courses. Okay. Because I don't know about I do not know about the 30,000, okay, or the 1,500. Because baby, do y'all have a scholarship? Because I can't do the $1,500 ones. And y'all, people were paying those amounts for her credit repair. They were. And because you would see even in the comments, they were excited. And I'm curious to know because some people actually may have had success at this. Okay. Just because she got greedy and wanted to unallow some people, that didn't stop their hustle. They already had their businesses going. If you think about it, okay, they already had their businesses going. She showed people how to do credit repair. Supposedly, now this goes back because it wasn't confirmed, but a lot of people said she started off telling people she made that first 1 million. Some people said allegedly she had a settlement with a company where her finger was cut off on a conveyor belt. She used to work for like this company before the post office, and she didn't tell people that part of the story. Now I don't know how true that is, but that's already you going into it with not telling the full truth. So I don't know how true that part is, but that came out that there was, and she's saying that it wasn't a settlement, that they had workman's comp, so they just paid for any doctor bills for her finger. But who knows? Her ex said, I tried to tell y'all. Y'all, that Tasha K interview, and that man had that hat sitting on the back of his head. It was getting on my nerves, but he was saying, I mean, the stuff he was saying was like real time. He was just letting it out. I was like, oh my gosh, So we'll get into that when we go more into this story. But y'all, it is hilarious. That dude was not playing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, what are the lengths that people will go to protect their reputation? Some people want to be viewed a certain way in front of others, okay? And even Dee, I think she's spoken on this even with narcissists. They don't want people to know the real them. And if you try to expose them or do expose them, baby, they coming after you because now you reveal who they really are behind the mask. And so some people, even on social media, you can be whoever you want to be on social media, basically. Some people have created their platforms based off of a certain persona that they have created in the eyes of other people. One of those content creators is Rose Miller. Okay. We have probably now heard of her based off of the Queen of Kings. And over the weekend, I found out some breaking news. Now, of course, I'm going to say allegedly on all of my stuff. And this live is for educational and entertainment purposes and covered under the Fair Use Act. Okay. But I was, minding my own business and just so happened to come up on another content creator's video. Okay. And y'all know I've been talking about the Queen of Kings over here, as far as some things that we've noticed on the lives with the children, the mom effects. If y'all haven't seen those lives, y'all can go back and watch the replay. And they really, I would say, a lot of people probably were following them, but really became known after a viral video was put out with her son kissing her in her mouth. And it was uncomfortable to watch because it was similar to a kiss of a husband. Okay. And was very aggressive. She was trying to stop him. He wouldn't stop. It was just crazy. So it put a lot of kind of negative attention on their channel. And now people are really watching them from that perspective, looking out for the kids and things of that sort. So just kind of following and seeing what's going to happen. Is anything going to change and so forth? She said, girl, narcs get near angry when they're exposed. Yes. Okay. They do not want to be exposed. I worked for one too. Baby, when she was getting exposed, she came after me. But the Lord, okay, covered me. And you got to have evidence. You better have your evidence laid out, baby. You better have time stamps, videos. You have to combat every half truth, every lie, okay? And I had a witness for everything. The Lord covered me, queen. She didn't know who she was going up against, okay? Oh, my goodness. And so, oh, my gosh. Okay. There was a content creator that has been, I guess, watching Rose, okay? And really didn't care for her like that. Rose can come off a certain way. Yes, the Lord covered me. Aries. Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay. He got me up out of there. Y'all, when I walked out the door, I shook the dust off my feet. I literally stopped by the door as I took my last box up out of there because I was quitting anyways. I had already told her at the beginning of the year. And baby, I shook the dust, okay, off of my feet. I say, I'm not returning ever to this place unless the Lord say so. And she better not be here. Oh my gosh. Praise the Lord. Game at me. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Don't mess with us. Okay. Hey, baby, I'm telling you, the Lord was on my side. He was on my side. I am being real talk. That lady was evil. I even saw a picture of her one day and I said, oh my gosh, there she is. And she keep messing with folks. She still ain't learned. She keep on messing with people. Leave people alone. But I've digressed. So I was minding my business, and you know how you click YouTube home and it pulls up a lot of lives. And so I was like, you know, since I'm in that algorithm now where I can see some of Lolo and Shelly, I'm trying to continue. Where you can see different content creators that are covering some of the same topics. And so I said, okay, let me click on this because it said something about Rose being exposed or something. I was like, what is she exposed for? Yes, okay, I am. Thank you, son. And shout out to you. And so I clicked on it. So this particular content creator, y'all, befriended Rose. Just to kind of get close to her, allegedly, and was getting information from her. Now, this particular content creator, I guess, had to give out some information in order for her to trust her and things like that. And there was another content creator that had created that viral video. And I'm not going to say these pages and things like that because I don't want it to be like I'm coming for them and stuff like that. No, this goes with my topic. And so I wanted to bring this up. Yes, girl, she's still there. I'm telling you, people have complained on that woman so many times, and people are covering for her in that district, which is sad. That's a whole other story. And so, then she wanted to take down that channel that had that viral video, okay, put out there. So this girl was telling her how to report and copyright strike that channel. And she was successful in that. That channel was removed. The girl had just gotten monetized when the viral video went out there. Okay, it put her over the limit for her to get monetized. Okay, because a lot of people started watching it. And so, and that happened to me, to be honest. The first time I got monetized, I had shared Trigger Preacher's video onto my channel, and so many people had started watching it. I went over the limit on my subscribers and the watch hours. And so one video, you'll be surprised if it goes viral enough. If you're not monetized, it can help you to get monetized on your channel. So the girl had just gotten monetized. Yeah, she really is a pretty girl. She really is. Aries, I did a live on her over the weekend because she made me mad. Y'all got to go and watch Dee's video too. When I tell you, we were on there rolling. Dee, the way she talked, like she was talking right to the girl. And Dee can say it in a way where it's just real. Like I tried to sugarcoat some stuff. But Dee said, you're not a good mom. Okay. With that dried up breast. I was like, Dee. D is real talk. Okay, I'm real talk as far as I'm gonna tell the truth, but my delivery is different than D's. Okay. She'll cuss you out if you mess with her. Okay. So D gonna take it there. And so she was successful in taking that girl's channel after she had just gotten monetized. So some way the girl who was working with her, they kind of got into it. I guess when the girl started sharing some things about her child on her channel, and Rose did not allegedly like that. Okay. Well, she started coming after that girl's channel, and she said, no, not this one, man, because you done forgot about some recordings. And I'm like, what? Y'all, this was like a soap opera. I'm like, what kind of recordings? Y'all, she had a recording of Rose trying to set up her mom. Okay, now y'all seen the videos of her and her mom on there on Rose's channel talking and all of that. Y'all seen that, okay? Y'all seen how things went left and all of that. We done had those conversations. Well, on this video, she was allegedly telling the girl, and I just, say that, but it was a video out there. You can hear her voice. It sounds like her voice. And she was telling this girl, because I guess now that her mom has a book out, I want to try to get her mom on here too. I actually have the book, y'all. So we're going to do a live where I want to talk about an interview her mom just did and some parts of her book. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo. But Rose wanted her mom to stop talking about her online because her mom now has a channel, okay? And she has that book out. Well, in an effort to kind of hush her, she was telling or asking this lady, this other content creator, if she could call her mom and pretend to be a lawyer and say that she was calling from Hawaii law firm on her behalf, and they're asking her to please stop talking about Rose and things like that. So now you are trying to deceive your mother with this other lady who's now exposing you. You have to be careful of who you get close to, because not everyone has your best intentions. Some people will only befriend you to get information on you, especially if they don't like you or if they're jealous of you. Okay? Be discerning. What is this relationship? Because it came out of nowhere. Rose really did not know this lady, but she was so quick to want to protect her reputation in front of her subscribers and to protect her money. It also goes back to money too, that she has now told this lady her mom's phone number, her mom's name, and to call her mother and pretend that she is a lawyer speaking on Rose's behalf. Y'all, I was done. I'm like, now wait a minute. Those type of people, and this is alleged, those type of people, and I heard the recording, I'm just saying allegedly, are dangerous. Okay. Now there are some people, they lie, they tell you, girl, I ain't got no money, and they got doggone $100. They could have gave you the $5. Okay. That's a lie. Okay. But some people have dangerous lies. Okay. Where you really have to be careful working with people like that. Like seriously. Because they show you the lengths that they go. When you catch people in big lies, then you question everything they told you leading up to that point. Like I know I have personally. Yes, they're sick. That mama-daughter drama is intense and dangerous. Yes, I totally agree, sis. Okay, because now I'm trying to protect my reputation, and her mom too. I sent some of that too, where she's trying to protect her reputation too. Okay, I haven't seen her try to send anybody. Now we haven't caught proof of any of that, but also allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly on this too. There was another content creator that I follow. She said that Rose sent the police to her house. Okay, because she's been exposing some things. So look at the trend. Okay, pay attention to people's trends and patterns. You will learn a lot. Yes, D, girl, you ruthless. Okay. Okay, sis, I love you too. Have fun. Talk to you later. Yes, you told her. I'm telling you, some people will go to great lengths to protect their reputation. They do not want to be exposed by other people because they've built up this persona in front of their followers. And if that is exposed, it could potentially cause them to lose subscribers. And as a result, you lose some of their money. Now, that's at a lower level of having someone to call her mom. But it makes you question what else is a person capable of. You see what I'm saying? That's your own mom. And you're trying to deceive and trick that person. That is another example of trying to make wrong right. It does not matter how you look to other people. Be genuine and honest. You don't have to tell people everything about your life. But that goes back to, is it okay to intentionally deceive your supporters? Remember, she just admitted publicly to everyone that they intentionally deceived us by saying that they are separating. Hold on one second. She shared those receipts, okay? That she was having the conversation with some of her moderators. And she shared those publicly, that they were going to come up with this whole plan to say that they were separating. She was going to get some money, go get her breast done, okay, her tummy tuck, and then say that her husband loved her breast so much until he was going to come back, which that's a sorry storyline to me, but okay, that's what they planned on doing. When I heard that lady say that, I knew she was not. Yes, so D even heard it too. Okay. Yeah, her mom is cool. I follow her mom. Rose is scared that her mom is going to drop everything she knows. Exactly. And on this interview, when we talk about that, the mom said if Rose keep playing, she said she really does not want to talk about her anymore. But if she keeps playing, she's going to start talking. So the mom says she has teeth. So I don't know how much teeth she got or what teeth she has, but the mom said If she keep talking about her messing with her, she gonna lay it out. I'm paraphrasing. Okay. Oh my gosh, you better leave that mama alone. They need to see Ayana. Yes. Oh my gosh. That lady, does she still have a show? I don't think she has a show anymore. Hey, K Brown, welcome. Thank you for joining again. Yes, and get that popularity they both all desire. Fix their life. Yes, please fix their lives. Okay. They need some therapy. And there's some reasons that I'm going to talk about that I feel that her mom even has unhealed trauma that has not been dealt with. And I think that that has an effect or creates a cycle because her mom's book is breaking the cycles, but they created some cycles. Okay. Exactly. Open book. That was so wrong, but Rose didn't know she was an evil person. Right. She didn't know who she was talking to or venting to or getting info from, that very person was the one that was going to turn on her. Yep. Girl, I was done, D. Yeah, D heard it too. D heard it too. So some people will go to great lengths for money, to protect their money, to protect their reputation, and to protect now their growth. Now, I'm not going to show a picture of this next person or even really say a name, but I think a lot of you that follow the True sector will know who I'm talking about. Now, I was also minding my business in another chat. Okay, I think was it yesterday? I think yesterday. And there was a story. I'm not going to say a story. A lot of you have followed what has taken place in the Little True saga recently, and there was an interview done yesterday. And there is a very popular content creator, and she shared and confessed this information on her own live. Okay, so I just want to speak to what she has confessed on her own live. Okay, there is allegedly one person that is being abused by another person. Okay, y'all follow me. Um, a group of people in the content creator that I am referring to as the leader, main leader over there, that knew about the abuse, according to her own words. They worked to put together a plan to cover up for that person, okay, by gathering a lot of pictures, putting the pictures together to make it appear that that abuse was done by another content creator slash celebrity rapper, okay, in LaTruth. Now, when the person stated that, I must admit I was upset. This is from their own live. Okay, when it first came out, I was upset. It's just now coming back out because the live was played again yesterday. So that's why I'm referring back to it. I don't agree with anyone being, let me say this part because it's two parts. There is a cover up part and there is a set up part. Okay. The cover up part, if we know that someone is being abused, of course, we can talk to them. Okay. We can talk to that person. We want to express concerns for safety. Make sure they understand you love and care about them. And that you're there for them. Okay. A person has to get sick and tired of being sick and tired themselves in some situations. Because I've seen some people where it may not have been physical abuse, but I know some emotional and verbal abuse was taking place. And my own mom was trying to help that person. And it was like, oh, I don't know why they not doing anything. And I used to say, Mama, they have to get tired of it. Okay. You can want it for them, but they have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired and want to get out. And of course, the level of where it's at, there has to then sometimes be an escape plan, okay, put in place of how you're going to get out. But to not admit that is going on and trying to cover it up is a whole other realm. This is a whole other length to what people will do. Okay. Now, the setup. Now, this is the part where, as a Black man, we have other races, cops, okay, that have done this. And to me, that's almost mimicking what they would do to set someone else up. And so, at what lengths are we going to go to protect our own growth and money to help someone else out? And I had someone inbox me today, kind of about, they wanted to talk about a similar topic about when is enough enough. Okay. And it's almost one of those scenarios, okay, where you pretty much know I shouldn't be doing this. Like this almost like, that's to me, I don't know, like a legal type of situation, because it's almost like framing someone. And I just don't approve of that or agree with that, of trying to purposely set up someone because of your loyalty to another person. I don't agree with that. And so some people will try to make wrong look right in an effort to protect their growth, their status, and their money. Speaking of money, some people will also go to great lengths to get money, even at the risk of their own family. Now, it's sad when you can't trust your friends already. But what do you do when you can't even trust your own family? What do you do in that case? On the screen, we have Tim Norman, who was the son of Robbie Montgomery. Okay. And if y'all remember, there was a show that used to come on called Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And it aired for 9 seasons between 2011 through 2018. Okay. And y'all, this, when I tell you this got me hot too. Now, because of his desire to get a lot of money, whether it was to get the money to pay bills or because they were behind, a lot took place with this. Okay. Now, he was charged with commissioning an Erda for hire, and y'all know what I'm talking about, on his own teenage nephew, y'all. It was a whole plot. In 2016, he fraudulently obtained a life insurance policy in the amount of, my writing, y'all, believe it was 950,000. I think that's what I wrote. Either that's a 4 or 9. Either way, okay, we're gonna say a fraud. I was writing fast. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Rosenet. Thank you for joining, sis. Sis, it's like Gossip Girl mesticized. Yes, sis. Oh my gosh. I agree. I totally agree. Now, he set all of this up. Okay. They tracked down the nephew, and y'all were successful in unaliving his own nephew. It was 450,000. Okay. 450,000. I had to go back and look at that because, baby, I was writing fast. Okay. His nephew's name was Andre Montgomery. And A few days, okay, after his nephew was unalived, within days, y'all, he started the process of getting the insurance company to pay him. All for $450,000. His own nephew. Now, his mom, yes, D, it was sad. Robbie was heartbroken, y'all. And that lady, I think when he went to jail after all of this happened, because that was her grandson, she was never the same. She was never the same. And it's sad when you have to be careful of your own family. But people will go to great lengths for money, even at the risk of their own family. They may sacrifice, set up, try to unalive or successfully unalive because of insurance money, okay? Or because of jealousy. It could still go there with your own family. There are some family members that could very well be jealous of you. They could be envious of you and will go to great lengths to hurt or harm you. I pray that it's not so. But I once remember a preacher saying, we trust God and we love people. We put all of our trust in God because trust in humans sometimes can fail us. God is not going to fail us. Okay. And I remembered that. I was like, sometimes people will say, such and such will never do that. I do not put anything past anyone because we are all in human flesh. We have lustful desires sometimes. Things can take place in our flesh that we know may be wrong. So I have that mindset that I don't put anything past anyone. Now, that's not to say I go around here and, I don't trust anybody and I'm suspicious of everybody. No, it's a difference between having suspicions and having discernment. Okay. So I would never say never because we just never know. And we have to really use discernment and really stay prayed up, especially in these last days, especially in the times that we're in, that people are looking for their greatest quick come ups, trying to get money. Things are going high, getting higher and higher, increasing. People not making enough money. People getting laid off. People are jealous. People are envious. People are going back and forth. It's so much that's taking place. So much. And people will try to make wrong right, even at the expense of their own families. Now, this last scenario that I want to share with y'all is a bit of humor, but it could very well happen in real life. Where all of my people out there, if you watch Sisters, put a 1 in the chat. Our boy Gary, oh my goodness, he plays his part too well because I don't like him. Oh my goodness. Brittany said, I wonder what the ex-wife or girlfriends think of him. Girl, they are probably done. I just could not believe that he did that. They're probably done with him. All right, Cherry watches Sisters. Okay. So y'all, now Brittany watches. Okay, so we got some Sisters fans in the house. Okay. Now this is Gary. Okay. Gary has dated Andy. They've gone back and forth. Now, have you had a relationship where y'all gone back and forth before? We off 1 minute, we on another. Well, Gary has lost Andy. This last time, I think she was done, and she kind of moved on. She has a new boyfriend called Jordan. His name is Jordan, but Gary's not done. Okay, Gary's not done. So Gary said, "Look, okay, I want to have this woman." Lo and behold, we found out though that Gary had another woman. Okay, we're thinking, oh, he's only dating Andy. Well, when she goes to an event, she finds out that he had another woman, and not only did he have another woman, he had another woman that was pregnant. Okay. So now Andy's really done. She's like, I can't even go back if I wanted to because you have a whole woman that's pregnant. So then this woman works with Andy and they kind of talk and finds out that Gary had unalived another young lady in the past. And so they had this information. She started, Penelope, she started looking more into it and she confronts Gary about that information. Because Gary does not care, okay? When I say does not care, he is another Ashley, the one we just talked about. He didn't care. Okay, it's like he was emotionless. He could get rid of him. Okay, he feels like he could just get rid of his situations. He pushes her down hard. Okay, after she confronts him with this information, and she started bleeding out, y'all. And trigger warning, she ended up losing her baby. Now, Gary thinks that she is unalived, okay, dead, but she's not. They are hiding her. The police found out she's in protective custody right now. But Andy kind of knows, and her brother Jordan, which is the one that Andy is now dating, they know that she's still alive. Jordan is running for office, okay? And Gary knows this. He made a huge donation, which we found out was from the cartel. And he has this campaign manager that he's working with. One of his assignments was to go to Jordan and to drug him. He put something in one of his drinks, and that put Jordan out. He then brings in some prostitutes. They are half naked around him. He takes pictures and gives those pictures to Gary. So now Gary has some type of ammunition and proof. He tells Andy that if you do not marry me, I am going to now expose him and it's going to mess up his campaign. Well, he got what he wanted. Andy said that she would marry him. She broke up with Jordan. And Jordan was confused as to, well, why are you trying to break up with me? I thought we were in love. And, I can't believe you're going back to him and all this. But she didn't want to tell him that information because she didn't want to ruin her plan, because she thought, okay, I'll go ahead and marry him. Jordan can become, I think he running for Senate or not Senate, mayor or something. Well, lo and behold, on the season finale, y'all, so many people were having Andy's back. Gary is on the floor with a knife in his chest. Now, whether he's unalived or not, we'll find out next season. But there were multiple people that were trying to take him out for their friend, Andy. Okay? We know it's not Andy because she wasn't anywhere near him when it happened. People's greed and their own lustful desires will have them going to great lengths to get what they want. And Gary has shown us that. There are some real life Garys out there that if they can't have you, no one else can. Even if it's at the expense of their lives or your life. That can happen in real life. Brittany said, why does people have to be so evil to harm their loved ones and other people? Do you think that money is the root of evil? Do you think that it has something to do with their childhood? You know what, Brittany? Really, it's the love of money that is the root of all evil, for the simple fact that people will go to great lengths to do whatever to get it. If they start worshiping the love of, oh my gosh, I got 400,000. Oh my gosh, I have 1 million. I got to protect this. Oh my goodness, I got to protect this 10 million. And they start doing things to protect that money. They now make money their God. And so some things can go back, in my opinion, Two, childhood issues of maybe they grew up poor, didn't have a lot. And so when they do get it, they don't know how to act. And so they try to do whatever it takes to keep that money. So, in my opinion, it could happen. Whatever scenario that we talked about today, whether it is for money, the love of money, whether it is to protect your own growth, your reputation, we cannot make wrong right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And looking at these scenarios, it really shows that what goes around actually comes around. What we put out comes back to us. We never really get away with things. It may be the timing in when the consequence comes, but we never really get away with it. Okay. I remember one time I was seeing people go the wrong way. I used to live in an apartment and the driveway to the grocery store was like right next to it, but it was on the left side of the driveway. So when I come out of my apartments, you would have had to go all the way around the service road, come back up to go to the grocery store. Well, I started seeing people in my apartments going out of our driveway, going the wrong way just to get into their driveway. And I'm like, now they know they can't do that. Although it was a little short distance, you're still going the wrong way on a one way. So I started knowing that that was wrong, but because sometimes I was in a rush or I saw other people doing it, I said, well, I'm going to try to do it. So I did it and I got away with it, right? Went to the grocery store. That started being my new little shortcut until one day I did not realize there was a cop waiting at a stop sign in that parking lot. So everyone that did that, he was pulling them over. So that particular day, I was sitting there when he got out of the car. I started crying. And I was like, I didn't know you couldn't go that way. Just a line. I didn't know you couldn't go that way. And blah, blah, blah. He was like, ma'am, could I have your license and registration? And I said, is there a way that I could get a warning or something? Because I just didn't know, baby. That officer was not trying to hear it. Okay. He wrote that ticket, and that ticket was like almost $300. And I had to go and pay it. And that hurt me to my heart to pay that money. But it was a lesson learned, and I never did that again. The consequence may not come quickly, but it will come. And so a lot of times in these situations, people don't think about when you go to great lengths like that and doing something wrong that and you get it looks like you're getting away with it. You may look like you're getting away with it for the time being, but ultimately the consequence comes. And so that's all that I have today. I wanted to talk about that and kind of go over some real life and one fictional scenario of when people will go to great lengths. Remember in your life, don't try to make wrong right. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right. I love you all, and I thank you all so much for joining today. Also, those of you who follow Michelle Loud, she is doing a live this morning on a family law topic. And I am going to actually share it to my community wall. If you would like to come on, I don't know. I think she will be on YouTube too. If not, I definitely know she's on Facebook with her live right now. But I'm going to tune in and watch that live. So if you want to join us, come on over. But I'm about to share that. Let me look at Brittany's question. Is any of the content creators covering Sonia Massey's story, or are they waiting for the trial? Well, I actually covered it here, Brittany. If you want to go back and look at that live, I did. And I think some others did too. Yes, we did. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Brittany, for joining. And thank you all so much for joining today. I really enjoyed the live. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate all of your support.
And make sure you like and subscribe to the Open Book channel to see more comments if a gold member.
Yes, you heard it from Micah Man. He said, go ahead and sign up to become a member, and not just a member, but a gold member. Y'all remember we have the writing workshop coming up this month. For all of the gold members, you will be able to be a part of that workshop. We're going to write our ebooks. So if you have not joined as a member, you can click join, or I believe the membership link is in the chat. I know that they dropped it earlier. Yes, it should be up there in the chat. Yes, you can click that link to become a member as well. But I love you all so much. And until next time, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the bell, because you just never know when I'm going to go live. Have a blessed day.